I'd forgotten. Oh, no. I've already accepted an invitation for this evening.
Oh, what to?
Well, I can't quite make out. I was in a bit of a haze when Melanie asked me, but she said something about friends and singing and dancing.
And you accepted?
Well, yes, I did.
But what they sing is hymns. It's one of those evenings. The dancing is up and down and round about, and then that Nurse Grimes declares for Jesus, and then the rest of them follow suit, and they all stand around waiting for you to do it.
Oh, Lord.
At least that's how it was the night she got me along. She's trying to convert you.
Oh, Lord.
I told you all about it.
Well, yes, I know you did, of course, but I'd forgotten. I mean, she didn't mention Jesus.
Well, she won't let you get out of it now.
No.
I'll get you and Daphne together very soon, don't worry. Oh, here, Mark. Guess what St. John's got himself into? One of Melanie's evenings.
Oh, Christ, you haven't. Have you, St. John? You are a chump. I mean, you must have heard her going on about Nurse Grimes and her dark night at the soul after her mother died. Don't you take anything in?
Well, yes, I did, but
you didn't know how to say no, which, if I may say, is both your charm and your major weakness.
Well, you never know. You never know. It may be quite interesting. And one has to have a go at anything, really. And I wasn't doing anything else this evening.
This evening? You bloody well are doing something else this evening. You're going out to dinner.
What? Where?
Well, at my place. Oh, Christ, don't say I forgot to invite you. Oh, well, you're invited, so there you are. Saved from salvation. All you have to do is tell Melanie that you'd forgotten, okay?
Oh, but this is terrible. But you mean that I'd be having dinner with you?
You are having dinner with us. It's obligatory. Besides, I've told Camellia and she's expecting you. We all are. So is Tom. I promised him he could stay up an extra half hour, especially to see you again.
But what about Melanie? I've promised her.
Oh, to hell with Melanie. It's all a load of pathetic nonsense and probably blasphemous, too, if one believed in God. Look, speaking as your best and closest and dearest, etc., it is crucial that you come tonight. Of the greatest importance to me, you see. Okay? Look, I've got to dash. I'm picking Tom up from school. Make sure he turns up tonight. He's got himself into one of his usual messes. See you both at 8.
Oh, don't say that you and Nigel are going to be there, too. Oh, dear.
Why can't you come?
Well, I fell into one of those dozes again. You know how they keep coming over me suddenly for a minute or two. And then when I came out of it, well, there I was, right in the middle of this Melanie business.
Poor St. John.
But I mean, I can't just turn round to her now and say, I'm so sorry, Melanie, but something much more amusing has turned up. She was so... Oh, well, it was her eyes. I can't explain. Oh, if only Mark hadn't forgotten. But no, I suppose, you see, he knows I'm usually free and thought that... What do I do, Anita? What do I do?
Oh, do come if you can. It's meant to be a reconciliation dinner, and you know how they usually turn out. So you'd be a great help as the perfect outsider.
Well, you know that I'd do anything to make sure that old Mark and his Camellia stay together.
Oh, it's not them that need reconciling. They already are. It's Mark and Nigel.
Mark and Nigel? But they're such good friends. What happened?
Oh, it was all a couple of months ago. They had the most appalling row because Nigel turned down an extract from Mark's novel. Well, about 7 extracts, actually.
Oh, no. Oh, poor Mark.
Then, of course, Nigel made everything worse by deciding to be completely honest for once. I suppose he thought Mark, being an old friend, had it coming to him. He said that everything that Mark had sent him was imitative and laboured, and anyway, who cared anymore about the mysteries of sex, the wonders of childbirth, the delicacies of human relationships? It had all been done and done and done to death. There were far bigger issues.
Are there?
Then, of course, when the magazine folded and Nigel was going through his rough patch, the printers threatening to sue and various other things, Mark wrote him a gloating letter and added a P.S. about the old Amanda Southgate affair, claiming to be indignant on my account. I must say, I rather wish he'd resisted that.
But still, he has asked Nigel to dinner.
So that was probably Camellia. She never took literature seriously. I loathe the thought of it. For one thing, we haven't been able to find a babysitter, so we'll have to bring Ophelia in her caricot. She's still got 6 weeks colic after 4 months. So it would be nice if you came, St. John. You'd make the whole thing more bearable.
Oh, I'd love to. And to see Ophelia. I've only seen her once. It was in the hospital. Oh, what hair she had. Oh, Anita. What is it? I hate to see you unhappy. More than anyone else. Oh, Lord.
I'm all right, St. John, honestly. It's just that... Oh, the way things go, I mean. Or don't go. Nothing seems to come out right. All the years I adored him and he couldn't bear me. And now he adores me and I can't bear him. You see? Oh, what a nice man you are. I'm sorry. I'm just tired, I expect. I'm just tired.
Oh. Hello, Henry.
Hello.
You finished late, you are?
Yes. Yes, I got into a bit of a tangle with my intermediary British life and institutions. Usually it's perfectly clear to me, but this time it all came out rather oddly. What it must have done is I had the whole lot of them dismissing it with contempt. 4 or 5 from the Asian bloc. All the fascist countries. The French were the loudest, as usual. But even that nice Japanese, I mean, he's normally such a polite, reticent man. And I don't quite see how it happened or what I said, but it was rather hard being lectured at on political decencies and shouted at. Still, I suppose it's better they should all join up for a wrangle with me than with each other. Hmm? Though to tell you the truth, I did find it rather hard to keep my temper. I think I managed it. As a result, I've got a slight headache. After all, I was only explaining our Constitution, not boasting about it. I've got my own distinct reservations. I mean, no system's perfect. As I kept having to say to Santos, you know, his father's a Bolivian cabinet minister.
It's awful when they get like that, isn't it? I always make them explain our politics to me and then just correct their English, whatever they say. One of the advantages of being female, I suppose.
Yeah.
Well, good night, Henry. See you on Monday.
Night, Anita, my dear. My best to Nigel and little Ophelia.
And St. John, see you later, I hope. Do come if you can.
Yes, well, right. Yes, well, if I can. I say, Henry, look, I wonder if you would give me some